Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I can see there's not many of us in the chat yet. Hey Maestro, good to see you again. Let's see. I think the rules of the challenge are pretty clear by now, right? If someone doesn't get them yet, every 10 minutes, I'm going to be rolling for a couple of negative effects that are going to make my day a little bit more miserable. Though before we do that, I think I need to go to the city because I have quite a lot of items I need to get rid of. We want to go for a long run today, so I definitely need to reduce some weight and bring some more food as well. I'm going to ignore the enemies for now, let's just head straight to the city. And then we can start. Alright, so first of all I'm going to adjust my settings. We need to set our lighting effects for now to 25. That is going to be our base. And depending on which negative effects we roll, we might end up having to play with complete darkness around us without any access to light spells. Well, I'm glad you could join us after all, Husky. Oh, would you look at that, there's horses. Anyway, let's go ahead, sell our Carlin swords. I will have to go and pick up some more, but as you can see I have no capacity left, so there's no other choice for me but to unload in the city right now. I'm sorry I didn't do that before, but I was trying to make it so that you guys can see the minimap a little bit better, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, that didn't work quite well. OBS, I guess, doesn't enjoy me having two separate captures of a single window at the same time. Oh, hey FIFO, good to see you again. Let me sell those Carlin swords. As you can see, we are getting more and more rich. The way I'm trying to play with Looter right now is I'm trying not to spend any potions at all, if I can avoid that. That doesn't mean that I am not gaining maximum amounts of experience. One city only Ironman, that is definitely something that I want to do, but, well, I've got enough challenges for now. That's why I'm trying to play with Looter today. Maybe we can make some more progress with him. Actually, there's ham to be had in there, so I won't be picking up any more food. It should last us for a while, in any case. So yes, one city Ironman definitely is something I want to do. I was thinking about Svargron, but to be honest, I do not know too much about Tibia regions, especially premium account ones. I would have to do some extensive search first. Excuse me guys, I had some popcorn and a little bit of it is stuck in my throat right now. Okay, I'm going to be playing with my minimap a little bit closer. I hope you guys can see it alright. If we happen to end up in complete darkness, then it is going to be the only way, especially for you, to see what is happening around. Okay, actually I'm going to start killing enemies. We are here to gain some experience, but I am only going to roll the Wheel of Fortune once we enter the Troll Caves. Yes, she does know that I am streaming. In fact, she's sitting right next to me. Why are you asking though? No, she doesn't play Tibia. She's currently playing Animal Crossing on Switch. Alright, the trolls are out of the way. Actually, if you guys forgive me, I'm going to go and pick up some more food from the gardens to the south. Well, the game plan right now is to grind some levels to be able to survive the trip. To pick up the Warhammer, Plate Armor and Steel Helmet. All three of those items you can get as a daily spawn in the Plains of Havoc Dragon Lair, the one where the Modras often spawns. It is quite a difficult thing to achieve because there's like a bunch of dragons in there as well as dragon lords, and the place is pretty cramped, so we can't exactly avoid them too easily. So it is going to be difficult. We are going to need a lot of potions and a way higher level. We do not have to fight it. This character does not need to be killing enemies to obtain items, thankfully. If I wanted to do a Dorama locked account, I would probably just go for desert areas, so incorporate Ankramun, Darashia, and all those desert cities at the same time. Oh, wait, I don't have the regular shovel hotkey. Forgot about that. Like I said, I am not exactly an expert when it comes to daily spawns outside of... I mean, not even daily spawns, but any content outside of pre-account areas, so... This character can buy potions from NPCs. The problem is they are very expensive and I cannot gain that much money every day. Not really nearly as much as I would like anyway. After I get the Warhammer, Steel Helmet and the Plate Armor, actually it is going to be the end of the challenge. There is no better stuff that I can obtain, except for plate legs that you can find in premium areas, but I'm going to do that once I start some premium series, of course. Mariana only Ironman. That doesn't sound very good, to be honest. Alright guys, we are in the dungeons, so what we are going to do now, let me bring up the wheel. So I'm going to spin, and wherever this lands, we are going to apply those changes. Actually, if it lands on fully drunk, I am going to ignore it for now, because I didn't confirm whether there is any wine or beer to be had in this dungeon. So if that lands on fully drunk, we are going to skip, otherwise we will apply straight away. Okay, no armor and 5% less light. Let's start the timer, take off the armor and change our settings. Let's see, effects, 20% ambient light, apply. As you can see, 20% light doesn't hurt us that much. By no means. But no armor is definitely going to cost us way more HP than we would like to lose. Oh, I forgot you guys are still seeing the wheel. That is something I need to be careful about. There's a lot of ham in this chest. Not going to be picking up any more watches, but if anyone is interested, it's 4:30. Okay, here we have wine, and here's a brown flask. So if we ever end up rolling for the alcohol part, I'm going to keep this brown flask in my inventory, and we can realize that goal should it come. Alright, I need to be watching my mana bar. It regenerates so slowly, I always forget to look at it. Okay, orc warriors are going to be dealing quite a lot of damage to us, so we need to be very careful. Without the armor we really don't have that much. And we also do not want to be fighting more than 2 at once if we can avoid that, because the shield we have on us right now is probably the best means of defense we can hope for a while. Yeah, I was thinking there might be beer in this small camp area to the south as well, but I'm just making sure. So, don't know if you guys saw my previous stream on Looter. Let me eat some ham actually. The last time we checked this little area right here, you can find a chest that contains a little bit of gold and the Carlin sword. The problem is, right next to it there is a carrion worm spawn, so if you walk too close to the left side, the carrion worm very often can simply vanish all its water. It can vanish all the stuff, because it is in a chest. The chest is not a quest chest, but a daily spawn, which means we can quite easily just lose all of our items. Okay, I'm kind of worried about these carrion worms, because even with my full armor, they very often deal a lot of damage to me, so this extra 8 armor, it might be quite difficult without it. The best helmet I can get is the steel helmet, not much of an upgrade, but it is in the same place as the plate armor and the warhammer, so I will be getting it anyway. To be frank, there could be way more daily spawning items around premium areas, but I simply am not aware of them, because I didn't play premium that much, and I especially did not take care to check every single container. So if I ever do a premium playthrough, and I plan on at some point, we might reactivate Looter in order to check for those items. But only if we find anything of value. Of course, if it is something crazy like some very difficult quests, final area, we might have to skip anyway, so don't go too harsh on me if I never bothered to restart this challenge. Still, we have quite a long way ahead of us. I'm trying to lure the slime, there we go. Here he comes. And of course he already made some squiddies. Hopefully he doesn't spawn anymore anytime soon. There we go. Let's keep ourselves fed. I'm trying to get rid of all the hams first because they weigh the most, and we still have like 3 extra. Right, this one is a fake hole, of course. Here's the carrion worm, and now the moment of truth, there we go. The chest is still there. So the last time we were trying to go for the chest on stream, we saw the chest, right from here. We were standing on the edge of the water and we could see the chest. However, it was gone when we went after it later on. Oh, I ate a bread by accident, so let's leave that ham for later for ourselves, and we can try and fight. Well, actually it is going to be quite a difficult one, because in this dungeon there's a whole bunch of carrion worms. This challenge I can pretty much only use daily spawn items, right? That much was known already, I suppose. The only cash that I can make is either by collecting gold from chests like these, right, and the Carlin sword. This one is probably the best place ever. And to the north there's also some more gold in the chests. But other than that, if I ever want to make a lot of money in a short time, I might need to rely on making bread and selling it later. Of course, I really hope it never comes to this. I'm going to be taking them one at a time, because they're dealing way more damage than I would like to. We might already need to use a potion, and that isn't something I'm going to consider very lightly, since we can only pretty much make like enough money for 4 potions a day. Okay, another carrion worm. Yeah, we are taking a lot of damage. We only have 70 HP left. I've been playing on a high level knight for such a long time, it no longer seems real to me that I can die in like 2 carrion worm hits from now. Okay, we got a heal off. Sadly, we don't have that much HP, that much mana, or magic level, so it didn't heal us much. But we should be good for a moment. I mean, if I wanted to, I probably could go for more than just 1 a day. There's other places where you can get daily spawning items, weapons to sell, even gold. There's places where you can get like... what's their face? Potions, you can get valuable gems, there's pearls, stuff like that spawning everywhere. Oh my god, another carrion worm. Yeah, the respawn is really fast in this cave. Normally it's really nice, but not right now, to be honest. But it's 8:30, just 1 minute and 30 seconds more, and we can reroll and hopefully we get our armor back. Okay, now we could die in like 2 hits from this guy, so let's hope our shielding does the job. Okay, that was cutting it a little bit too close. If we rope up right now, yeah, we have to rope up right now, but if we run into another carrion worm, yeah, we might have to drink a potion, because they can deal over 20 damage to us, so I'm afraid that is a potion already, something I wanted to avoid. Actually, I'm not killing Orc Fortress all the time. I am checking the Orc twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, but I am not spending my entire time in the Orc Fortress. Instead, I am trying to work on some of my bestiary entries. I am almost done with Wyverns, thanks to recent boost. I am finished with Cyclops and Cyclops drones, and like halfway through Cyclops Smiths. Alright guys, it is time for us to reroll the Wheel of Fortune. What do we have now? No weapon. This is something I didn't want to run into too soon. Basically, for 10 minutes we cannot do much. Let's set our light back to 25%, because that is what's going to happen, and The wheel is gone, the stream is back. Well. Without a weapon, we cannot really deal any damage to the carrion worms, so we are going to avoid them. I am actually going to go full defense, as to not take too much damage for now. The orcs, I think we can take. If you're fist fighting, you're basically dealing damage like as if you were wielding a weapon that has 7 attack, I believe, and 5 base defense. So it's really not a good thing to be fighting a carrion worm with. Thankfully, we can use this rock to block them off. Actually, there's an even better place, but I am worried that the orc might not be the first to get in there. Let's see. Okay, good. Well, since this is going to take a moment, actually let me retreat further into the cave. Maybe that carrion worm will get bored and go away. Okay, 2 minutes in. Yeah, the no weapon one is probably the worst of all. If you guys have any ideas for what else I could put into the wheel, I can modify it anytime. So if you want to add some other challenge, then let me know. And actually, let me just add a text that is going to state what exactly I am going to have limited this time. The weapon full light. Like this. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, I know, I should have taken the crate with me, but I don't have the capacity for it. I could have just moved it so that the orc cannot escape. But I think it's going to be alright. We've been standing here for a while, and I believe the carrion worm has already moved on. Alright. It is close to having this guy retreat, so let's move like this. To be honest, no weapon is actually quite beneficial if we can catch it in a place where we can fight orcs. Yes, boxes aren't exactly my forte. I am only used to them as like static barricades that I used to set up to skill in Minnow Hell on my Rookstair. Quite frankly, I feel like the boxes aren't exactly the way to go. No matter how skillful you are with them, they are going to make you slower. Moving them around, having to go back for them. If you want to go for the actual best possible world record, you shouldn't be using boxes at all. Maybe take 1 or 2 to like live in specific areas, places where they are needed the most, for example those wolves near the bear cave. But I wouldn't use the boxes at all. Instead, you should be hoping for perfect RNG. You either never need to use any boxes and no enemy escapes from you, which makes you run that much faster, which of course takes immense luck, but what much can you do? It is speedrunning after all. The boxes definitely help tilt the odds a little bit more your way, but they aren't the way to go if you want to reach the maximum possible speed. Wow, even with full attack we aren't doing anything to this orc. Well, this is a good excuse to level up our fist fighting, I guess. Not sure if we are ever going to make any use of that, but... Yes, the no weapon part definitely isn't that much fun if we get a safe spot like this one. Alright, let me see, 18 food, so we cannot really reduce our capacity anytime in the nearest future. So, considering the rules, I am not allowed to stop making the full rounds at any time. So I need to make the same trip round and round. Even if I have some limitation, I cannot just stay and wait it out. Nice, 13 fist fighting. We are getting there. Okay, the carrion worm. Well, I guess we have to fight him now. Let me eat a bread, pick up these, and let's see. With the armor, we shouldn't be taking as much damage, but they can still hit us. Well, maybe maybe I should go back on my word. Killing this carrion worm is no easy task, and definitely not in any way beneficial to us. Let's focus on rotworms instead. So, rotworms do not escape, so we are being blocked by this rot for a moment. Just 3 more minutes, guys, and we can maybe re-equip our weapon. And like I said, if you have any ideas for good limitations, definitely let me know. This is a little bit to the side, I think. There we go, perfect. Yeah, I don't think we've dealt any damage to him, have we? No, wait, there is a blood splatter underneath, I believe. Unless it was that orcs. Let's just take a step back and see. But I think we are in a deadlock. None of us can deal any. Okay, just as I say that, we get 5 and 7, so there is definitely some damage happening. That's nice. Just 2 more minutes and we can finally equip our Morning Star. To be quite honest, I can't wait. Our pup, not getting very lucky with BB blood buff. And platinum coins, I believe, is guaranteed, so his actual drop is only 100 coins. Okay, let's just heal to full, because we aren't really taking any damage. And maybe it's some harm? Not yet, alright. One more minute and then we can reroll. And another rule, just in case, if we happen to roll the same thing, we are going to ignore it and roll again. We don't want any repeats. Oh, hey Crystal, how's it going? Right, 40 more seconds and then we can roll for another stuff. I'm going to get the wheel ready in a second. Let me just bring the window up on my PC. Right, 20 more seconds. Wow, even the orcs were able to respawn. The no weapon part, I'm really not sure if it was such a great idea. Maybe we should instead do like mace instead of the Morning Star, but I don't think I can obtain a mace anywhere here. Alright, it's 20 minutes, so let's bring up the wheel and reroll. What do we get? No shield and 10% less light. Alright, let's put this on, remove this, and of course, graphics, effects, and 15%. ambient light. So let's see, Morningstar has only 11 defense, so we are going to be taking way more hits for sure. But it is not so worrying since we are already through the Carrion Worm Caves. We can go straight up. And there's nothing that very scary in there, maybe save for the Scorpions. Those can hit quite hard, if they penetrate our armor. Well, since we don't have a shield, that might actually happen. So let's just hope for the best. And we are actually going to have to go back for a moment because, like always, I forgot to take the crates with me. We are going to need them just in a moment if you want to access everything that this spawn has to offer. There we go, there goes the crate, and we are going to take it with us. Alright, I don't think the light limitations are doing that much. I think instead of... Oh wait, I forgot to disable the wheel. Sorry about that, guys. Well, it's not exactly a run. Oh, and we got poisoned. This is one of my main series that I've been doing. Basically, this character can only use items that he obtains as daily spawns. So if I went to Bear Room Quest, to make a easy to understand example, I could use the maces, the spears, the leather armor, stuff that are in the crates, but I cannot use anything I drop from monsters. I cannot click on any quest chests to receive those rewards. I am only limited to items that spawn daily. Everything I have on me has been either received as a daily spawn or, when it comes to these potions, picked up for money that I got as a daily spawn. And one last piece of the challenge that I need to explain, I am allowed to use quest chests and other containers if they are going to grant me a key. Basically, I can gain access to places. Alright, let's go up. And there we go. Alright, so when it comes to adjusting the wheel, I think I'm going to remove the light changes from all the other limitations. And instead just add a singular one. That means we have to lower our light to 0. I think that's going to be more interesting. But then I guess we would have to get rid of the no helmet, no legs, no boots, because those aren't that important. Alright, we get the 150 gold. Be careful not to step into the poison. And we are going to leave one rotworm alive, because these have a very slow respawn. Let me just trap it in the correct position. I'm going to use these chests. So that we can always use him as a stepping stone. Alright, and now he stays here forever. Alright, so I'm going to pause for like 5 minutes. I'm going to modify the wheel. There's no light changes in any of these. I'm completely going to remove the legs and wood spars part because it doesn't matter, or maybe just make a separate no legs and no boots. And then no light, and like this. Remove these two, apply changes. There we go. It should be a little bit more interesting. Let me bring up the chat again, and let's go. So, since we don't have to worry about that anymore, I'm going to set the ambient light to 50 so that you guys can see a little bit better, and we're only going to be removing the light effect all the way back to 0 if we happen to roll that chain. And I forgot to modify the text. No shield. Okay. This should be good enough. Alright, hopefully, well, the Scorpion is back. Last time he hurt us pretty bad. Let's reset. There we go. We were able to kill him without getting hit. Right, no more Scorpions right now. Let's get rid of the Orc. And we only have 3 more minutes of no shield. Okay, someone was respawning in here, so let's cut them down already, and then we can head again for the Rothworm case. Hopefully we don't get the no armor again. That wouldn't be perfect. Yes, and to be honest, while RuneScape is pretty liberal when it comes to leveling up, as in, even if you limit yourself, you probably have access to many of the skilling areas and quests and stuff like that. It is limiting and it does challenge you creatively, but you still can achieve quite a lot. Meanwhile, in Tibia there is so much you cannot do if you limit yourself to only one region. It's a lot of fun. A lot of theorizing and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you saw my channel, but on YouTube I have a series that summarizes Skogul the Looter and my main character, Skogul the Ironclad, who is basically just an Ironman, but bound to free account. He can only get free account stuff, basically everything that free account offers. He can use, but of course with regular Ironman rules. If you ever want to catch up, it's all on YouTube, in video format, like 10 minutes each, sometimes 15, I guess. Alright, 1 more minute of no shield, and then we can proceed with something else. To be frank, I feel like the no shield is way less scary than no armor so far, which is weird. I was thinking the no shield might be the worst. But actually it is not. Oh nice, a close slime spawn. And we have it. Alright, 20 more seconds, so we might have to change in the middle of a fight. No depot, you say? That would be terrible. But also quite interesting, I suppose. You would probably want to go for a night though, right? For the capacity. Like, no bank isn't as bad when it comes to Tibia, because you can just stack backpacks, right? So it all depends on your capacity, really. So you would probably want to go for a knight, maybe paladin. Sorcerers would have a bad time. Alright, another wheel reroll. Let's go. No helmet, that's going to be easy. Soldier helmet is a decent chunk of our defenses, but I am pretty sure we can manage without. I'm glad you enjoy it. To be honest, it's probably the most that I have going for my content right now. Alright, the carrion worm, the one that always pops the chest, I believe. Let's see if there is one more in there. No, this is the one. So I have no remorse killing this one. Oh, one backpack, alright, sorry guy, I sort of missed it. Trying to pay attention to the game and the chat at the same time doesn't always pan out too well. I'm thinking about how limiting it is going to be exactly, because is it really that bad? Can you use a bank to store your money, or do you have to carry your money around with you? I mean, even that isn't that bad, because you can exchange your money for platinum and crystal coins. That is actually a very interesting concept. Oh yes, Paladin is going to be quite challenging. All the arrows you have to carry around, stuff like that. You might actually want to consider leveling up some melee skill at the same time. Not only distance, because you might just run out during some hunts. Or just completely run out of money, resources, and everything else. Being able to go melee might be the only way for you sometimes, I believe. Well, to be frank, gold, if you want to hoard a lot of gold on you, which you probably will, just gold, 100 coins in a stack, that's terrible. Platinum coins, it's like 10,000, right? If you have 100, that's also not a lot. So you would always have like at least 3 stacks in your backpack reserved for gold only. That is definitely far from ideal. And I forgot to adjust the text again, so... No helmets. Okay. There we go. And about what you said earlier about the moderator, I wasn't able to talk to him myself, but Antarctic Husky right here in the chat was able to communicate with him some time ago. Maybe he can help you out a little bit. I have also had my eyes on the character bazaar. I'm thinking about some other challenge, though it's really early in the ideas phase, so maybe I won't reveal it just yet. But I also have something pretty cool in mind. True, it is, but it's just like Ultimate Ironman in RuneScape, right? If you die, if you lose your items, you either have to rush back and hope your items are still there, or you lose everything, right? Well, the rules obviously are up to you. Whatever brings you joy, I guess. If you want to stay in touch, you could join my Discord as well. We have a lot of different Ironman ideas, people playing their challenges. Would be great to have you. Okay, 5 more minutes, I believe. I seriously consider just locking the Scorpion behind some boxes. The 70 EXP he gives every now and then. Oh, they do? I didn't know that then. I thought they always run around with their entire car stack. I really hope they would add just a couple of creature spawns in this area. There's literally nothing on the way. As you can see, none of the rotworms have respawned yet, and we didn't even spend that much time in there. Meanwhile, all the champions are back. By the way, a very interesting thing about this place. Some believe it might be related to the famous Dimona shortcut that was never found. As you can see, there is a stone tile that looks like a switch, as you can see. And interestingly enough, right here, there is a white stone tile in the middle, right? You might think that it is the same that everything else around, but actually it is not. This is the white marble floor, and this is a white stone tile. Those are different tiles, so perhaps you have to place something in here, maybe even do something with this anvil. As you can see, it's covered with blood. That is nothing that we could do. There is something to this place, some sort of ritual perhaps. You have to place something on the stone tile, maybe do something with the anvil, and then step on the switch, I suppose. Maybe not in that order, but something is definitely up in here. Well, obviously, if we are talking about Bazaar, it's going to be some sort of high-level character, right? You know how you often can just purchase a high-level character with good skills, but without any items, right? I was thinking it would be fun to make like a full rebuild without buying anything off the market. Just go into the game with nothing on you, and even though you're like level 500 without any items, you cannot do that much. Obviously as a mage you can, but I don't really like playing as a mage, so it won't be that for sure. And there we go, level 23. I would help him out a little bit more, but I don't want to bore you guys with me just rushing through a menu. Actually, let's do it. Options, graphics, effects, no. Miscellaneous, gameplay, no. Screenshots, no. Interface, perhaps. There we go. So it's options, game interface, game window. Alright, back into the Rotworm Caves, but before that we have to spin the wheel again. How lucky. Let's go. And we got the no helmet again, which means we roll once more. And there it is. I was hoping it would get rolled sometime soon. We are supposed to do another 10 minutes without any light. So let me get back to the streaming and graphics, effects, ambient light, 0. Now this is hard. I'm going to make the map a little bit bigger. Thankfully, we know this area quite well, so we aren't really going to be getting lost. And there's a lot of light sources, but it definitely makes fighting singular enemies a little bit tougher. Alright, there should be a carrion worm. Okay, we are getting rushed already. It's like they see our weakness. By the way, quite an interesting thing about how darkness works in Tibia, but you actually cannot do anything to tiles that you cannot see due to darkness. Like, as you can see, I'm trying to look at that rotworm. If we had some more light, we could see its body, right? We can see a little bit of it, we know there is a rotworm, but if we try to look at it, if we try to use it, we just get the you can't see anything prompt. Quite interesting how it works separately from everything else. Alright, I forgot to check on the slime. Hopefully we don't walk into the poison. Thankfully it glows a little bit. Actually, I wasn't aware that it gives off so much light. Alright, I don't think the slime is coming. No, he is. Alright. We can wait a moment for him. All the squidgies are far enough, so we can just get a free kill right now. And we can't attack him yet, because we cannot see anything, as you can see. I wonder if we can use the battle window still, but if you can't see something on the map, you can't interact with it. And of course I should probably change the text to no light. Yeah, would be perfect to have some better integration of it, but that was like a last minute idea to add the text as well. Right, there should be another carrion worm a little bit more to the north. Oh well, I don't think he is here. Maybe we already got him before. Heal up, eat a little bit of ham. And this area is going to be easy. There's a lot of lava, so we can pretty much see everything. Oh well, we got rushed a little bit back there. It really takes all my focus not to press on a dead body. Looting enemies is something you get used to so easily, it's like part of your nature at some point. This entire cave is kind of curious lore-wise. As you can see, there's like skeletons of trolls, but also human bodies. There's a dead dog and a dead rat as well. A lot of rotworms and 3 skeletons can respawn here, so it's 1 for each body. There's definitely some storytelling in this environment, but I'm not sure exactly what they are trying to point at. Doesn't make that much sense to me. I mean, everything is quite logical, right? Except it ultimately isn't. I wonder what happens if we bring one of these bodies to that troll area. Maybe we can try that. Come on. Alright. I forgot I cannot see. And let's take some blood with us, can we? Nope. Maybe from a fresh dog. Alright. Let's bring this guy with us and, well, maybe we uncover something interesting. Okay, something seems to be respawning in here, and I believe it's a rot worm. There we go. I was going to say carrion worm, so I wasn't correct, by the way. In case anyone was wondering. 4 more minutes of no light, and then we can move on. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Alright, actually right now this is kind of a race against time. We have like 2 minutes and 30 to get in there. If we end up rolling for fully drunk, then I'll have to go ahead and empty my bottle of blood, so we won't have that to play around with. It's going to be slightly annoying, I guess, to get back. Alright, the rotworms are gone, let's keep going. Now, careful not to put the body in the river by accident. Right, so to justify what I'm doing right now, transporting this body, up there, that little portal, we believe it does belong some sort of a warlock. We know that the trolls, most of the trolls at least, have been created as servants for warlocks. So it does make sense that they are guarding the supposed Demona shortcut, right? To the right of that place there is also this old Utable Lux quest area. And obviously that quest is no longer active, you cannot really use it, but another scorpion of course, and he poisons us, perfect. I should totally just buy the cure poison spell at this point. Anyway, back to the topic. The warlocks, right? They use trolls as their servants, and there's no ordinary trolls, but troll guards, I mean troll champions, guarding the place, so the finest of the trolls in this area. In that little cave with the bodies, the skeletons, we can see a lot of rotworms, we can see a dead troll, we can see some sort of human body repository, as well as some dead dogs and a dead rat. What I think happened here, this cave used to belong to the trolls. Then of course this little band of orcs found their way in, since they were cut off. Probably some rotworms also appeared in these caves, and this old cave where we find all the bodies, that place probably used to be some sort of a storage system for the trolls, because we know that the trolls eat dogs, they likely eat rats as well. Wouldn't really put it past them. So I think we need to place the body right here. So if I am correct, these human bodies are required for something. And let's see if we can get them. That troll in there suggests that the troll went to get those items. He died right next to the bodies, so it's likely that he was trying to get. Okay, so we need to place it right here. And let's try again. Okay. I didn't expect that to happen. Alright, what now? There's no way we can get there, right? So that body at least is... Do we walk into the field? Come on. Alright. I guess we can just spill some blood right here. Does it work? Wait, the gold? What am I? Did I loot something? No, I just moved the gold coins, right. Okay, we spilled the blood. Of course, there is nothing in the stone tile in the middle, so I'll be surprised if anything happened. How do we get the body in here then? Is there any way? I don't think there is. Oh, I skilled the rose worm as well. Thankfully that was a low roll. And we are also 2 minutes overdue, so let me actually reset the timer. And we can do another roll of the Wheel of Fortune. No light again, which means we skip. And it's a no armor once again. Let's go. We can put our light back to 50% so that you guys can see something. I usually play on 25% myself, but just to make it a little bit more convenient for you. Let's disable the wheel and we can keep going. And of course the text I need to adjust. No armor. The entire adjusting the text, changing the screen to the wheel, etc. is taking a little bit too long in my opinion, but I don't think there is any way I can make it more optimized at this point. Alright, despite walking into the energy field and getting poisoned by a scorpion, we are still quite okay looking when it comes to HP, but we are low on mana. Which means we are going to be in quite a lot of trouble if we make our way to the Roadworm Caves. Without the armor, the carrion worms are probably going to thread through us. Alright, that's the last piece of ham, but we still have a lot of other stuff, especially the fish. Those are going to be the main piece of our menu for a while. There we go, the carrion worm. Somehow we were able to miss his hit. Nice. So sometimes the enemy just cannot hit you if you are on one of those smooth tiles and they're walking through some muddy floors. If you move fast enough, you often can just sell them a hit, while they just have to like continue chasing, in which case they miss it if you wait long enough. Because if you then like go straight for another contact, the way cooldowns and turns work, even though we were able to skip enemy hit thanks to a weird tiny delay, the enemy will catch up and he will attack out of turn instantly. So you have to actually take a lot of care. make use of that system to the point it actually probably isn't worth it at all. Actually, now that I think about it, if we are still thinking about that weird Stonehenge area with lava, perhaps we could use like one of the carrots instead of that body. As far as I know, according to Coney, fruits and vegetables also hold some magical power. Not sure why it would be the carrots, but perhaps. Then again, it would cost me an entire carrot to try, right? Not sure if I want to do that. Hey man, I've been quite good. Not sure if you were able to catch up with that, but I got the world record on Tibia Rookguard speedrunning. It's not exactly a huge achievement since there wasn't really many people running that category. There's probably a lot of improvements to be made in that run yet. But for now I am holding the record. Hopefully there's more people joining us soon. Make it a little bit more competitive, I guess. Alright, I'm not going to bother with any more dead humans because I don't think there is a way we can transport it safely to where we need it. I was wondering why I'm taking so much damage and I forgot I don't have the armor on me. But seriously, it's just 8 armor. Is it really making that much of a difference? That's seriously weird. Oh, I guess. And right now we are playing with Skogul the Looter with some special additional rules. Every 10 minutes we roll with the Wheel of Fortune and I either have to remove my armor or disable the light or some other stuff. Sorry about the long silence, guys, I had to talk with my girlfriend for a moment. She's going to be playing ukulele on Switch. Not sure if you guys know that game. Like, I heard about it on the internet at some point. I think it was going to be like this huge thing. Like, you know, the platformer that everybody wants. Made by some famous people, etc. Maybe I'm confusing stuff, but that's just something I heard. And for some reason I heard that it didn't get received so well. And I'm wondering why, because it's quite a great game. I've had a lot of fun playing. I mean, I didn't go through the entire thing. I never really had that much patience for 3D platforming games, but it's fun nonetheless. Alright, we got a clean Scorpion right here. Despite no armor, he wasn't able to poison us, so 2 more minutes of no armor. Most of it is going to be walking through this empty area. I think we're good. We didn't even use a potion, so we are already that much better. .44 club fighting. I could probably use some more skills on Looter, but I don't really have time to be playing two characters at once. I should seriously just focus on him and finish his challenge once and for all. That is why instead of an exploration stream we are having another Skogul the Looter stream. I'm just hoping to get him done finally. Let's see what's happening to OnlyVans. Alright. Always some drama on the Ironman front. Yeah. That's something I hear all the time. Last, how long was it ago? Like 2 minutes ago, I mean 2 days ago, when wyverns were boosted. I was hunting wyverns next to the Orc Fortress. You know how there's this weird rock that you have to walk through? Actually, let me find it on the map. It's going to be easier that way. Right here, right? Here's the Orc Fortress, and here's this rock. You can go upstairs. There's a bunch of wyverns, like 5 or 6, I think, and 2 more right here. Quite a nice spawn, especially when they are boosted. So the wyverns were boosted that day, so I decided to get some bestiary going, especially since it was going to be quite cost effective, with them dropping that much more loot. Time to reload, by the way. And I had the spawn for myself for like... Armor again, okay, we can't have that. I had the spawn for myself for a while. No shield, come on. That sucks, alright. I guess we have to. So finally, back to what I was saying. I had the spawn for myself for quite a while, but then some level 140 came, I believe, and he was a knight, and he had premium as well, which is weird because why would a premium account go to a free account area? I have no idea. I mean, there's bound to be way more good wyvern spawns outside of free account lands, right? I'm pretty sure there's much better spots. In any case, he came, and of course he could easily outmatch me, right? He had the level on me, he had better skills, he had better gear, and he had access to Exori spells, which he was spamming all the time, by the way. Guy didn't really mind wasting at all, I believe. In any case, for some reason, he was getting very offended that I wasn't leaving, even though he was the one who came after me and tried to take the spot away from me. Like I said, I was mostly interested in the bestiary entry. Of course, the XP was great, it was like 200k per hour if I was going full focus, which is the best EXP per hour I've had ever on that character. But still, the guy simply wouldn't move, so I was always able to land at least one hit on a wyvern. And interesting fact about those wyverns is they do not respawn as fast if you're blocking the spawns. Some of them do respawn normally, but I am like 90% sure a bunch of them is not is blockable actually, just like many other creatures in Tibia in free account areas. So while we were standing there just blocking each other's spawns, this guy started insulting me, trying to pretend that he's for some reason way better than me because he's playing on premium. Like, how clueless can you get? Seriously baffling. Like, I have him on video, but I decided I do not want to upload that because, well, not really a huge fan of slandering people online. Maybe he was just having a very bad day. In the end, he ended up leaving. He probably realized that I am not budging and he's just wasting his boost and premium time as well. Never saw him again, and I hope I don't see him again ever. End of rant, by the way. But seriously, why do people in Tibia have to play like this? Like, obviously, most of the players here are not noobs, right? I doubt there are any new players. Even if someone new comes, how many of them aren't going to be pros in like a month or so? Especially if they want to be spending money, right? Getting a level 500 character is so easy nowadays. Not even that expensive, just get like 2000 Tibia coins, bid on some low access, badly developed knight or something, and you already have an upper hand against everybody else. So why would you play in a way that antagonizes other players, if for other players it is so very easy to just get back at you? Especially as small as Tibia is, I believe we should be just sticking together, trying to be friendly to each other and not fighting against each other. We're all here trying to have fun in an ancient game that is, well, hasn't been doing that well. I mean, it's not exactly dying or anything, but it's definitely far from a top MMO, and it definitely isn't developing that quick. So why in the world would you just be toxic in a game that is mostly all about the community right now? Oh wow, 37. No shield is starting to hurt us a little bit more. Come on, eat the grapes. Regenerate that mana. We are going to need some healing spells soon. I think that's the last Carrion Worm, but of course he had to hit a 33 as well. Come on. So anyway, today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter than usual. I don't think I'll be going much longer than like 40 more minutes. Yeah, I guess it's that way, but seriously, why would you put so much pressure on leveling up? Especially when character bazaar is a thing. You can just get a very high level character. The sort of character that you would have to normally spend like years, perhaps, leveling up if you're working normally, right? You don't have all the time in the world to play. Getting to level 500 is a huge challenge for you. Yet grabbing one on the bazaar is easier than ever. Where does the need to dominate come from in players who are lower level, like 200? Just trying to bully players who are trying to have fun at 50 or 80. And of course, Dominando guilds. We don't talk about those in here. This is a safe spot. I cannot imagine what would bring a person to play so seriously. Like, sure, it is fun to be the top guild, right, and have the power, but the amount of effort, the amount of time they put into playing, and the way they play, I simply cannot imagine. Up is talking about money, but seriously, how much money can you get playing Tibia? Like, sure, if you're from one of those countries, then maybe it is profitable. Maybe Venezuela. Well, I might not be fully aware of what's happening then. I have spent my entire time playing on Sakura, so $500 playing 12 hours a day, well, is that so great? Maybe. I guess, like, compared to RuneScape, that's way more than you usually make, unless you're doing one of those scams, right? Because before, I think Tibia wasn't that huge when it comes to low-income countries. RuneScape used to be the top. Alright guys, another wheel, hopefully we get to see something new. No legs and no booze. Also no fun. I was hoping we'd get to see the fully drunk at least once. Still, the shield is definitely more valuable than the free total armor that boots and legs give us. To be honest, like, earning Tibia coins would be something I'd be interested in if I was like 10 years younger than now, with no way of getting any online currency myself. On Reddit, I once read that some of the Dominando guilds are actually tied to like drug cartels as well. That's crazy. Alright, so which of the challenges haven't we seen yet? We've done no weapon, we've done no shield twice, we've done no armor twice, we've had no helmet before. Hey Rahim, I'm glad you like listening to my streams. I feel like there's been a lot of silent pauses today though, so I hope you don't mind that. There's always the background music, I guess. Okay, there comes the slime. Well, I guess if you can make the 250 per hour, it's not bad, but realistically, how much of a team do you need to have to be able to make that money? You definitely can't just start, like, make a new character, go fresh in and make 250 per hour. That's just not feasible, is it? You need to consider the time input and stuff like that. Plus, selling the Tibia coins back for real money isn't as easy as it might seem. Most people prefer to just swipe at Zipsoft, right? Yeah, maybe I don't understand. Okay, even though we have way more armor, we are taking some heavy damage. Since we are here already, let's just go the other way around than we usually do. Oh, like that, you say, alright. Well, the median isn't exactly a perfect way to measure average pay, right? Well, the average also isn't the perfect way, but I think we should just consider the most rich people, the biggest incomes, irrelevant to our statistics, and just pick a reasonable amount. Most people, I believe, work like an entry-level job, right? Right now, an entry-level, I think it pays like 25 per hour. Depends where, I guess, but I don't believe you would ever go below 20. And it really isn't that easy to get to the 40 per hour level. Actually, let's check for some more rotworms in here. That's the thing though, how many kids do play Tibia? This isn't exactly a game that you get into without having like an older brother, maybe a dad who just showed you the game. Tibia doesn't do a very good job of advertising their stuff, at least. I remember when I was like 14 years old, me and my friend were looking for an MMO to play, and we already tried Tibia and he didn't like it, so we didn't play it. But while looking for like top 50 MMOs, Tibia was never there, not even once. And I don't think I have ever seen a advertisement for Tibia anywhere on the internet. You have to know about Tibia to find Tibia. Which is a shame, because the amount of charm this game has, I'm pretty sure it would be a huge hit if simply just a little bit more people knew about it. There goes the Scorpion Roulette. Let's hope he doesn't hit us. There we go. Have they tried advertising? Because it seriously doesn't seem that way. Not even one bit. Well, if they say so. Yeah, maybe just getting advertisement isn't going to work if you're looking to get like small amounts of players. Tibia definitely isn't ready for any huge traffic suddenly striking it. I'm not sure I have ever seen a corporation that offers 40 per hour as an entry level. Alright, 30 more seconds and we can reroll. Hopefully we finally get the one that we didn't get yet. So I'm going to switch to the wheel already and roll for it. And it is the no shield again. Alright, if this is what the wheel says we do, we have to do it, I guess. Back to the game. Tell you what, if we do not get the final fully drunk roll until the very last moment, I'm just going to do it. The last 10 minutes is fully drunk guaranteed if we do not get it. Well, that's nice, I guess. To be honest, I'm not exactly an economist, so I can't tell you where the truth lies, but from my own experience, I always thought it's way less. Yeah, the remote work is great, but definitely not something for me. If I do not get out of my house, if I don't get to work, I am never at work, if you know what I mean. House is supposed to be for resting and other stuff, while being able to have a separate workplace where you always focus on work seriously helps, at least me, with how much I can do in a day. Alright, we have done a pretty nice progress. Actually, how fast are we going? 22k per hour. Well, it's nothing amazing, but I don't think there are many other places where we could gain experience like this. Well, I work in a corporation. I wanted to try ghouls at some point, but I'm not sure if ghouls are a good idea, because they have this life drain magic effect that always hits you, you cannot block it. I enjoyed it on my regular Ironman, but only because he had access to all the healing spells, right? I could just chug mana potions and regenerate. Okay, I'm not going to be waiting for the slime. It's not as much XP as I want. It doesn't drop anything, even if it did. I cannot pick any of this up. It's just a waste of time. By the way, are we talking 40 with or without tax? because that also is a important part of what we're talking about. Yes, the no shield is starting to hurt us. Probably avoid getting hit by two at a time, so that's what I'm going to do. Retreat a little bit further. Yes, that is correct. At least not all taxes. Some of it is always deducted from you. Not sure how it works. It also depends on what kind of agreement you sign with them. But if it is as a full-time job, then you're definitely always paying some taxes. To be honest, 40 per hour is a huge amount. If you actually got that much straight away, no questions asked. Carrion Worm is back, so let's get rid of him. 4 more minutes and we can roll again. We aren't looking as bad HP wise, so let's stick around a little bit longer. Okay, we are looking very bad HP wise now, and there's another Carrion Worm coming. We might have to actually drink one of our potions, which I wanted to avoid at all costs. Hopefully that little lingering out there didn't cost us the respawn. Because if everything is going to be ready again on our way back, we might have to drink the potion sometime soon. Okay, 65, we can take like 2 more hits. The Carrion Worm if he rolls for high amount of damage. Okay, the Rotworms, they don't pose that much of a threat. And soon we are going to have our HP back. Okay, 70, that is a nice roll. 120, so up to 4 hits. I'm not going to be picking up those Rotworms. Let's see. The Rotworm part boosts our XP per hour by like 6k. I think today we are able to get to 24. Okay, what I'm going to do is reroll the wheel right now, because I want to finish at 9 PM, so that's perfectly 2 more rolls if we reroll right now. So let me spin the wheel. And we get the no light again. Let's go ahead and set the no light, and like I said, the next one is going to be the fully drunk option guaranteed. Since we didn't roll it even once, and I really wanted to do it. Alright, this is already horrible. I forgot how much I missed seeing things. Okay, this one might get away, thankfully not. I don't want to go fight the Scorpion yet. Not before we get the healing spell. There we go. Yellow HP, I think it's enough to survive a Scorpion. Hopefully we one-hit him. No luck this time, but he doesn't get us poisoned, so I guess this is all that matters. Alright, let's go pay a visit to the Troll Champions again. Let me actually just press auto walk. And up the stairs we go. There is a couple of rotworms waiting for us, so let's just clear this area, and then we can go upstairs. And it's going to continue like so. I can see there's some serious economic discussion going on in the chat. I'm sorry guys that I am not able to join you, but yeah, that's not something I want to get involved in on stream, since I'm not exactly an expert or anything. So definitely don't quote me if I said something. Anyway, back to another topic that I have been looking into recently. Have you guys ever heard of the backrooms? They are supposedly, of course, it's all a creepypasta, or rather, just an idea of some artist, I believe. Not sure how it started, to be honest, but everything we know about the backrooms is that, of course, they are not real, and the way they work, they are basically those like 70s office spaces with yellow walls and old school wallpaper everywhere, old stained rugs. Just imagine a huge area that is just completely only filled with like old office spaces, except no furniture, just walls and those buzzing neon lamps for miles and miles. And basically what backrooms are is they are somehow connected to our reality, and somehow you might end up clipping into the backrooms if you find a portal of some kind. If you walk into a wall, for example, in a place where the fabric of reality isn't exactly complete, you might find yourself getting no-clipped into the backrooms. And apparently there is no way out, so quite obviously they aren't real, because how else would we know about them if nobody ever got out? So anyway, that's the backrooms. I've been working recently on something that doesn't require too much focus, and yeah, I just watched a ton of videos on YouTube about the backrooms. Quite an interesting topic. There's like an entire wiki page about it. If you guys like slight creepypastas slash something like the SCP Foundation, if you heard about that, I can definitely recommend the backrooms to you. I first read about the backrooms like... I think it was over a year ago, actually. And I thought it was a cool concept, but it didn't seem to develop at that time, so I was thinking there would be nothing more, just like with the Siren Head, for example. Cool idea, but nobody really cares enough to do anything with it. But apparently people have been writing and adding stuff for this entire time. So it's quite developed, and to be honest, I don't fully like the way they went. Because the way I saw it, the backrooms were supposed to be this weird, desolate place where you cannot, or, well, you likely cannot meet any other person. It gives off this, you know, feeling of isolation. It really makes the horror of the thing way more real. If you take into the account this entire loneliness and everything else. Yeah, I can see that. Don't worry about that, pup. I mean, you guys go ahead and discuss all you want, but like I said, I don't really want to get too involved in that because I'm no expert, so I'm quite sure nobody would enjoy to listen to me speaking about stuff like that, so I went on to talk about the Backrooms creepypasta instead. Hope you don't mind. In any case, the Backrooms. So I enjoyed the feeling of isolation, the idea that you're alone, probably locked with weird creatures that might do you harm. And for some reason, the authors decided that the first thing they should add is, of course, communities of people, like groups and guilds, and it all just started looking more and more like somebody's fanfiction. And of course, everybody wanted to come up with some interesting twist to the backrooms, so at some point they decided that there's more than one level, like the backrooms that were the original cool idea are only the level 0, and there's way more levels, like into infinite numbers of levels and also sub-levels. And everybody can add on to that, so some guy made a video on... It wasn't even that detailed, and I think he only went up to like 8 floors, and it already was so very... how do I call it even? Just not creative anymore, if you know what I mean. Just repeating stuff someone read in a book or saw somewhere. But they wanted to make their own cool backroom level, I guess, so that's what they did. So this cool, kind of scary concept got turned into everybody's fanfic about their group, their hero, and their special level of the backrooms that somehow is very bad, but also perfect for their character that they decided they are. Alright guys, it is the last 10 minutes of the stream, so I'm going to, like I said, skip spinning the wheel right now, and for the last 10 minutes we are going to get our character fully drunk and see how well it goes for us. Let me just increase the light so that we can all see again. And there we go, the part we have all been waiting for now. 1. I think 10 is the maximum, right? 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 10, I said, yeah, and just in case, we're going to go for 11. Okay, let's see if the ham that usually spawns in this chest is back. Almost there. There we go. It isn't back. Okay, let's keep going. Let's make our way back to the caves, hopefully, at some point. We're almost there. I should have taken another bottle with me just in case too. Can we avoid walking into the fire? Now that is the question. And we are not. We walked into it twice, but there we go. There's some enemies we can fight. Thankfully we don't need to run too much around. Have there always been so many orcs? Like, there's 4 right now. I always thought there's like 2 of them. And you should probably be killing the orc warrior first. Okay, and we're going north. It's probably not the best of the ideas, since that place is filled with fires and also a long way. But whatever. Yeah, I think it's getting lighter. Are there like any other games that actually make consuming alcohol in any way non-beneficial? Like, sure, there's some games that just make the screen blurry for a while. But for example, even in Fallout 4, I don't think going fully drunk affects your gunplay in any way, which is quite dumb. Most games just add some visual effects, but don't really bother actually making a change, just like Tibia does. Okay, actually I won't be walking around too much. I don't want to walk into any energy fields. Instead, I'll be letting the troll champions come to me, if possible. And... okay. Yeah. Like I said, let's not walk around too much. There we go. Another level, now we can risk going after the troll. Okay. It's just fires. Fires are okay. And we almost have it. There we go. Now the difficult part. Just focus. Perfect. No energy fields. Right, the last time we are here, so let's kill the rotworm. Always some EXP. And now the long way back till we see another enemy I'm glad it wasn't that bad when we were upstairs. Right now we can't even make a step without going 4 steps back, but in there we were able to dodge all those energy fields perfectly. And we should be able to see some orcs soon. There we go. Maybe even a scorpion. If we get lucky. Nice. Oh, but he got us poisoned. Okay, so not really that nice. Oh, okay, I'm going to skip this orc. Going after him is not worth it. But the orc warrior is definitely worth a couple extra steps. To be honest, I don't think we have the time to make a full round. Let's just kill these rotworms from this little area and then we are going to make our way back north. That would actually be quite a cool idea for an Ironman challenge. Alcohol only Ironman, when you can play only with your character being drunk, though it would be difficult to begin because you obviously don't start drunk, and on Root Guard they took special care to remove all 3 alcohol sources, I think. Alright guys, we are going to start wrapping things up slowly. I'm just going to make my way over there, where I usually like to log out. Obviously it's going to take us a while. I might have another stream on this weekend though. No promises. Not sure how much time I'm going to have, but I'm definitely going to get a video done. Probably it's going to be the commentary version of my Rugard speedrunning world record, though I do have some footage of some other stuff, so I might do that instead. I will see, but definitely a video this weekend, maybe another stream, and if I do another stream, it's going to be one of the exploration streams again. This time likely the ice islands of Senya, Folda and Vega. In any case, this will be the end of this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggling more than I should. I mean, this stuff, this gear I'm wearing, it was already enough of a handicap and I kept removing it even more. I guess that doesn't work too well on weak characters like this, especially if I was hunting in like not exactly a very threatening area, right? We might do something like this, but with a little bit higher stakes on a different character someday. Well, in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will